Greetings everyone. I am Wilson Lim from the third generation of Penang's Lim Chien Hock family. Today is the 5th of January 2008 and I'm speaking to you from Singapore. First, I must thank my niece, Dr. Shirley Uy of the 4th generation, for suggesting that I talk about my experiences on the writing of the family book, which was co-edited by my cousin Ong Po Ki and my niece Angela Ang, and of course myself. The book was published in 2007 by Phoenix Press in Penang. Shirley, who just introduced me, has herself written 2 books in her capacity as a medical doctor for about 20 years. This family book, entitled From Fujian to Penang and Beyond, Lim Chien Hock Family Stories, was printed for circulation amongst family members and is not for sale to the public, though complimentary copies may be extended to close friends and associates. As such, the family book is not a business venture, as it is not available for sale at bookstores or through internet sales. However, I would look at the decision to publish this book as though it is a business concern. Of course, in the case of this family book, profit was certainly not the motive for publishing it. The main objective must surely be to enable relatives to read the family book and get to know each other, as many have over the past 30 years left Penang to live elsewhere. Nevertheless, before we got on to publishing the book, I am tempted to make a SWOT analysis, just as one would for a business venture. S for strengths, W for weaknesses, O for opportunities, and T for threats. Such an analysis would provide an indication as to the approach in writing this family book. I would like to ask the following 4 questions. What would be the family strengths in the writing of this book? Overall, I believe that our family is united and members are happy to be able to share their family recollections. Information, including past and present family photos, are available. Most relatives are able to communicate via email and have access to the internet. All the authors of the various chapters are able to write in English, and that makes communication easy, as no language translations are needed. The second question would be, what are our weaknesses? I believe one setback is that many of our senior relatives do not have access to the internet, and thus no email addresses, and therefore communication has to be made via the telephone and through letter writing. This will mean chalking up phone bills and postage charges. Another weakness is that many in the family are unable to read and write in the Chinese language, and that meant difficulty when seeking family information, which would be available in the family village in Fujian, China. My next question would be, what are the opportunities? In a commercial venture, this would relate to business opportunities and the avenue to make profits. However, in writing this book, the opportunities must be to further bond the kinship that already exists within the family. The opportunities are there to link up with those whom we have not met for many years, especially those who have left Penang to settle down in Europe, North America, and Australia. There is also the opportunity for the family to seek sponsorship from some foundations for financial assistance to travel to Fujian to research on our family ancestors. However, the editors did not capitalize on this opportunity, as it would take time to write proposals and seek approval for funding. One last question would be the threats. In writing this family book, I believe there can only be perceived threats which come from external sources. As long as there is nothing malicious, scandalous, or seditious, the authors can be at peace when writing the family book. I believe the only worry that a few members have is the concern over identity theft. This is defined as the stealing of one's identity by another for the purpose of committing fraud or other crimes. It would be unlikely that identity theft would occur unless personal information is released, such as national security number, identity card number, and the personal wealth and assets.